Hi, this is Dr. Jeff Davis, President of Lordship Investments and Director of New Way Community Development, here to offer you 5 minutes to live by. This program touches on a variety of different subjects. We'll look at things like Christianity, business, insurance, sales, finance, marriage, etc. Today we're going to be coming out of a book that I wrote, How to Become a Real Estate Investor. This book is geared towards introducing people to the different ways that you can invest in real estate and some of the challenges, of course, that go along with it. How to become a real estate investor. Today, I'm going to be coming to you from this thought. Mindset is the key to lasting success. Now, when you are looking to get into the investing field, you're going to be a real estate investor, or maybe you've got a couple of properties and things have been going really well, and now you're saying, okay, it's time for me to take it to the next level. Mindset is going to be everything. Keep in mind, number one, people that invest think differently than people that don't. Meaning that when you are an investor, there are certain things you're looking for. Number one, the return of your investment. If you're going to put money into something, you want to get money out of it. You want to get more out than you put in. So you're not interested in just spending money, wasting money. No, you want money to grow for you. And in order for that to happen, you have to make sure that there's a return on your investment. Real estate has a lingo all its own, and I'm not going to get into that here, but there'll be things that you're going to hear as you move into the investing field. Things like return of investment or ROI, cash on cash return. Um, there's just a lot of there's a lot of terminology. You'll also have to have a very good understanding of income and expenses because you need to be able to look at what comes into a property and what goes out of a property because the difference is your profit and the profit is everything. In real estate, we call it cash flow, and cash flow is definitely king when it comes to investing. When I talk to you about the mindset is number one, you have to think like an investor. So an investor thinks about the return on investment, but investors also think about growth. Even if you're not looking to buy more property, maybe you've got a portfolio, you're satisfied with it, you still want to grow your portfolio. You want to make your properties perform better. You want to be in a position to raise the rents. You want to have a waiting list of people that want to get into your properties. You want to have a great reputation. Wherever your properties are located, you want the neighbors to love you. Because typically when people are renting properties, renters don't deal with a house the way that a homeowner does. And so as a like you live on a block and there's some rentals there, sometimes those tenants that they have these loud parties or they got all this stuff going on and it's like, okay, don't like that. You want to be a landlord who takes care of the properties and cares about the neighborhood that you're in. Another thing in terms of mindset is to realize or remember that you can do this. It at times seems impossible, but you can do it. I remember working a job. I had a steady salary, I had benefits, I had a wife, a couple of kids, but I wasn't making a lot of money. And I remember one day sitting in my office and asking myself this question: what's in your hands? What can you do? Now, prior to that time, I had worked part time in real estate. I had learned some things about real estate in general. I had never been an investor, but I told myself, I can do some things regarding real estate. And it was at that point that I began to say to myself, I need to develop the mentality and the mindset of investing. I know what it's like to sell real estate. I know what it's like to be a realtor, but what is it like to be an investor? So I began to read some books. I had known some people that were landlords. They weren't real keen on telling you things at that time. So a lot of this became self-taught. But the point is that I learned what it takes to be an investor because if you're going to be a landlord, then you also have to learn what it means to be a landlord after you learn to be an investor. So mindset is key. You got to put yourself in a position of learning the things you need to know to be successful at whatever you want to do. Think of it in terms of if you wanted to practice law, you wanted to practice medicine, you wanted to be an architect. There are just so many things you have to know before you can actually get out there and do it. But your goal is not to do it. Your goal is to be successful when you do it. And you can do that. Coming out of the book again, How to Become a Real Estate Investor. You can pick it up at www.nwcom.org. Again, that's www.nwcom.org. www.nwcom.org. Or you can go to Amazon, look for books from Dr. Jeff Davis or Jeff Davis, and you can find it there. Till next time, it's Dr. Jeff Davis wishing you to have both a successful day full of happiness and favor.